When 78-year-old Harold collapsed in his garden one quiet morning, his wife thought it was just exhaustion. He'd been healthy, active, and proud of taking his daily vitamins for brain and heart health. But what doctors found later shocked everyone. His blood had become dangerously thick, increasing the risk of stroke. The culprit wasn't high cholesterol or even high blood pressure. It was a vitamin supplement. For decades, we've been told that vitamins are harmless, that more is better, especially as we age. But in recent years, brain specialists and cardiovascular researchers have discovered that certain vitamins, when taken in the wrong dose or form, can quietly damage blood vessels and increase clotting risks, particularly for people over 65. And the scariest part? The effects can happen overnight. One brain doctor described it this way: it's like a silent storm. You think you're protecting your brain, but you may be setting up the perfect conditions for a stroke. So today, we're uncovering 5 shocking truths about this one vitamin that can raise stroke risk, how to recognize the warning signs in your body, and what safer, smarter habits can truly protect your brain as you age. Because knowledge is protection, and the right information could literally save your life or the life of someone you love. Before we begin, please like this video, subscribe to Senior Ways, and comment below. Health is wisdom, so we know you're one of the seniors taking charge of your well-being the smart way. Now let's uncover the first truth behind this hidden danger. Reason number 1, the healthy vitamin that turns harmful in excess. Vitamin B6 and B12. When doctors talk about stroke prevention, they usually mention blood pressure, cholesterol, and diet. But few mention the role of vitamin B6 and B12, 2 nutrients that in proper amounts protect nerves and brain cells. The problem begins when they're taken in excess. Many brain health supplements for seniors contain massive doses, sometimes 10 to 20 times higher than what your body needs. And because these vitamins are water-soluble, companies claim you'll just pee out the extra. That's not entirely true, especially after 70. As the body ages, kidney function declines and blood circulation slows, which means high-dose vitamins stay in the bloodstream longer. Over time, this buildup changes how your blood clots and how your arteries behave. A recent study published in the Journal of the American Heart Association found that seniors with high blood levels of vitamin B6 and B12 had up to 40% higher risk of stroke, especially when combined with certain medications for blood pressure or diabetes. Dr. Elaine Morris, a neurologist from Boston, explained it simply. Too much of a good thing becomes toxic. These vitamins make red blood cells multiply faster, which thickens the blood and strains the vessels feeding your brain. 81-year-old Thomas learned this the hard way. After taking a Mega Brain Booster supplement for 6 months, he began waking up dizzy and lightheaded. One morning, he couldn't move his left arm. Luckily, it was a mild transient ischemic attack, a mini-stroke. His blood tests showed B12 levels more than 4 times above normal. When his doctor stopped the supplement, his symptoms disappeared. So the first truth is these vitamins aren't harmless, especially in megadoses. Your brain doesn't need more, it needs balance. Reason number 2, synthetic forms are the silent problem, the difference between natural and lab-made. Here's what most supplement bottles never tell you. Not all vitamins are created equal. There's a big difference between natural forms found in foods and synthetic forms made in factories. Take vitamin B6 and B12, for example. In nature, B6 appears as pyridoxal phosphate and B12 as methylcobalamin. But in many supplements, they're replaced by cheaper synthetic versions like pyridoxine hydrochloride and cyanocobalamin. These synthetic versions don't break down properly in older livers or kidneys. They linger, accumulate, and can trigger inflammation in blood vessels. Over time, that inflammation makes the arteries stiffer and more prone to clotting, a key cause of stroke. 77-year-old Martha from Ohio had always believed in vitamins. She took a B-complex supplement daily, thinking it would boost her memory. But when she switched doctors, her new neurologist noticed something unusual. Her homocysteine levels were high, not low as they should have been. Homocysteine is a compound linked to stroke and dementia, and B vitamins are supposed to lower it. But synthetic B vitamins, when poorly metabolized, can do the opposite, causing a dangerous chemical imbalance that quietly damages the inner lining of blood vessels. After switching to natural forms and cutting her dosage in half, Martha's levels returned to normal, and her brain fog lifted. Her story reveals a powerful truth. It's not just about what you take, it's about what your body can use. If the bottle says cyanocobalamin or pyridoxine hydrochloride, you're getting synthetic versions. Look instead for methylcobalamin or pyridoxal 5-phosphate. Your body will thank you, and your brain will too. Reason number 3, dangerous combinations. When healthy supplements turn against each other. 76-year-old Barbara always prided herself on being health conscious. Her kitchen counter looked like a small pharmacy: vitamin C for immunity, B complex for energy, calcium for bones, and fish oil for her heart. But what she didn't realize was that some of these combinations were quietly putting her brain at risk. The truth is, certain vitamins and minerals can amplify each other's effects in the bloodstream, sometimes in ways the body can't handle, especially after 65. For example, when large doses of vitamin B6 and B12 are taken alongside calcium or magnesium supplements, they can increase the viscosity or thickness of your blood. Thicker blood means slower circulation, greater pressure inside the arteries, and a higher risk of clot formation. That might not sound dangerous until a clot travels to the brain. In one clinical observation published by the American Stroke Association, seniors taking high-dose multivitamins that included both B complex and calcium were found to have up to 30% higher risk of small vessel stroke, particularly those with a history of hypertension or diabetes. This happens because as the blood thickens, oxygen delivery to the brain decreases. The arteries, already less elastic from age, can't adapt quickly, and a small blockage becomes a big problem. Barbara didn't know this when she doubled her supplement doses just to be safe. A few months later, she began experiencing frequent headaches and tingling in her fingers, early signs of circulation imbalance. Her doctor immediately advised her to cut back to food-based nutrition, focusing on leafy greens, beans, and salmon for natural B vitamins instead. Within weeks, her symptoms disappeared. The lesson: your supplements don't exist in isolation, they interact. And when you're over 70, your body's filtering systems, your liver and kidneys, are slower, meaning harmless combinations in youth can become risky in old age. So before taking any new supplement, always check whether it duplicates something you already take or whether it's combined with minerals that affect blood flow. Because in the world of brain health, more isn't protection, it's pressure. Reason number 4, the nighttime danger, dehydration, vitamins, and the midnight stroke. 78-year-old Leonard had a habit of taking his multivitamins right before bed. That way, I won't forget, he'd tell his daughter. It seemed harmless until one night he woke up with blurred vision and slurred speech. Doctors diagnosed a mild stroke. When they reviewed his habits, something stood out. Leonard was taking high-dose vitamin B12 and D supplements late at night without water. Here's what happens. During sleep, your blood naturally becomes slightly thicker because you lose fluid through breathing and perspiration. That's why hydration is so critical, especially for seniors. But when high doses of certain vitamins, particularly B12, B6, and vitamin D3, are added to the bloodstream without enough water, they increase the number of red blood cells and slightly elevate calcium levels. Together, this thickens the blood even more, creating the perfect storm for clots to form overnight. Your heart pumps slower while you sleep, and your blood moves more sluggishly. If the flow narrows even slightly in a small artery, especially in the brain, the result can be a mini-stroke before morning. Leonard's neurologist explained it bluntly. The problem wasn't that he took vitamins, it's when and how he took them. After adjusting his routine, taking vitamins in the morning with a full glass of water, and switching to lower doses, he never had another episode. This nighttime danger is one few doctors mention, but it's crucial. Hydration and timing matter as much as dosage. If you take supplements, always pair them with at least 8 ounces of water and avoid taking them right before bed. Your body needs time and circulation to process them safely. And if you ever wake up with sudden dizziness, weakness on one side, or slurred speech, don't wait. Call for help immediately. Because in stroke prevention, minutes save memories. Reason number 5, the marketing trap. How fear and brain boost promises lead seniors into danger. 80-year-old Diane always trusted her favorite morning show's commercials. They said it was doctor-approved, all-natural, and good for memory, she recalled. The bottle was labeled Super Brain Plus with Mega B Energy. She never noticed that each capsule contained over 5,000% of the daily recommended amount of vitamin B12. For months, she took it faithfully. Then came pounding headaches, hand tingling, and heart palpitations, classic signs of oversupplementation. Her neurologist's verdict stunned her: elevated blood viscosity and inflammation markers, all traced back to that so-called brain booster. This is how the supplement industry quietly profits from fear. Every year, billions of dollars are spent convincing older adults that they're one pill away from preventing memory loss, strokes, or fatigue. But what these ads don't say is that many products contain megadoses, far exceeding safe limits, with no proof of added benefit, and in some cases, measurable harm. Dr. Evelyn Cross, a brain health researcher, puts it simply: most seniors don't have a vitamin deficiency, they have an information deficiency. When companies promise instant energy or sharper focus, they often use the same handful of nutrients, B6, B12, niacin, in massive concentrations, hoping you'll equate more with stronger. But your body isn't a machine that runs faster on excess fuel. It's a living system that thrives on balance. And here's the truth. Very few marketers admit for older adults with slower metabolism, too much of a good thing can turn toxic overnight. Diane stopped her supplement, switched to a simple diet rich in salmon, spinach, and eggs, and her symptoms vanished. Now she said, "I feed my brain with food, not fear." So if a label screams super, mega, or ultra, take a pause. Real health doesn't shout it, whispers gently through everyday habits of sleep, hydration, and calm. Final thoughts. Let's review what we've uncovered today. First, excess vitamin B6 and B12, often hidden in brain or energy supplements, can quietly thicken the blood and increase stroke risk, especially when kidneys slow with age. Second, synthetic forms like pyridoxine hydrochloride and cyanocobalamin don't break down well in older bodies, triggering vessel inflammation. Third, stacking vitamins with minerals such as calcium or magnesium can make the blood even thicker, multiplying danger instead of protection. Fourth, timing and hydration matter. Taking strong doses before bed without enough water makes nighttime stroke risk higher when circulation naturally slows. And fifth, marketing manipulation preys on fear, pushing unnecessary megadoses that your body neither needs nor benefits from. The solution isn't to reject vitamins entirely, it's to return to balance. Food first, smart targeted supplements only when needed, and regular checkups that measure real deficiencies, not imagined ones. Your body has carried you through decades. It doesn't need excess, it needs respect. If this video opened your eyes or gave you peace of mind, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to Senior Ways. Your engagement helps us share life-saving information with more seniors who deserve to age with confidence and clarity. Before you go, here's a simple reminder. Your brain doesn't need a miracle pill. It needs oxygen from daily walks, hydration from clean water, nutrients from real food, and calm from gratitude. Next time you see a bottle promising instant focus or overnight protection, remember, true protection begins with knowledge. As Dr. Cross said, the smartest supplement is the one you don't need to fear. From all of us at Senior Ways, thank you for watching, for thinking critically, and for reminding the world that wisdom is the greatest vitamin of all.